you so much. Okay. Yes, Rohan, I've given you the access. You can check now. Also, please switch on your camera.
Yes. One second, I'm just screen sharing this one.
Okay, amazing. We're
Yes.
all
So is my
set.
screen visible?
Yes, yes, we can see your screen. Hi, guys. Is everyone here with me? Yes, give me a thumbs
Yes.
up if everyone is here with me.
Yes, please.
Yes, amazing. Great, great. Okay, everyone is paying attention. Very good. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hope you all have a had a good day. We'll be having two new topics today. We'll be starting with one of our changemaker, Rohan, first. Once he's done with this topic, we'll be doing another topic as well with another changemaker. If you have any doubts, you can raise your hand and ask for the queries and the questions you have. Rohan here will be taking ahead the session today. Thank you so much. Over to you, Rohan.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Rohin, and I'm going to be teaching you all how to start your first ever digital startup. Okay. Before we start, let me ask you all a question. How many of you have ever had an idea and a thought that could actually work as a startup? A small idea or a small thought, it can be anything. You can all unmute or raise your hands, put it in the chat box. Yes, Dildar.
Yeah, hello. I had an idea about the like Google Lens. By using a camera, we can by using an app that can inform us about the plants and the flowers. Like every in the world, every plant and that means their image should be in the my app. So I was.
That is very, very good. But since it's our first digital startup, let's like dial it down a bit because you need a lot of resources to dial the app, and the funding would also be quite large, you know? So, like, yeah, good idea though. Very good for the environment. Okay. Since people like this, they already have and thought that's actually the first step towards becoming a startup founder. A tech startup is usually a small team with a big idea using technologies to solve real world problems, but in our case, smaller real world problems compared to bigger NGOs. And before I move on to the next one, I want to share about my startup actually. Yes. I've started an NGO actually. My NGO is called Project Nirvana. This is in startup. I started with 10 friends actually. Yes, Sanjana, do you have a doubt?
No, sorry.
Yeah. I started this project with 10 of my friends actually. And for our first ever event, we actually got a MasterChef contestant on board because she really loved our cause. And she decided to help out for free. And she
Okay, I think Rohan had some network issue. We'll just wait for 2 minutes for him.
Yeah, can you all hear me? I think it was an internet
Yes,
issue.
no
Yes,
problem.
sir.
We can hear you and see you now. Yep.
Yes. Okay, so where was I? Right here. MasterChef contestant. Yeah, she really liked her cause actually. So she decided to help out for free. And we generated close to 50,000 rupees with just our first workshop alone. And we are planning our second workshop. It's in pickleball event actually. And we're expecting around 60 to 70K profit from this event alone. So where is all this money going basically? We've recently adopted in tribal school in Kotagiri. I'm not sure if you've heard of the place. It's in the hills of Nilgiris actually. So all the money will be going towards that school, developing that school, making sure the children have good education in that school. So essentially, there are two types of startups. One are your NGOs, and the other one are your profitable startups. One can be used for profitables and making money, and the other one can be used for giving back to the community, essentially. I went for the second option. Okay. Here are some of the core fundamentals of building a digital startup. First and foremost, you need to spot a problem. Without a problem, you have absolutely no idea what you're going to do for your digital startup. And next, you need to come up with a solution. How can tech fix it? Bear in mind, all of this is theoretical at first. Now you come to the execution part. Next up, you need to find a team of 3 to 5 friends who believe in your cause and who genuinely believe this thing can work. Next step is called MVP. Make a basic version, not perfect, just usable. And then test it and improve it, get feedback from others. Yeah. And next one. Yes, this is one of the startup ideas. What kind of problems exist in your school or town? You could build an app for your own school. It's just your imagination. Use your imagination, go crazy. And here are some mistakes you need to avoid. I had to learn all of this the hard way, so please keep this in mind. First of all, validate your ideas early. Make sure your ideas work at first. For example, what I did was I scaled my event too big too early, essentially, for my first ever event, and it did not work out too well. The venues were a huge issue. We almost ran out of funding. It was a major disaster. But don't let that demotivate you. Always learn from your mistakes again. And then never fly solo. That means always try to get a friend or a couple of another friends so that you have fresh new perspectives coming into you all the time so that you don't go into an event or an startup with just one idea in mind. And never ignore feedbacks. Listen to your users or your participants or your customers, whatever. Customers are always right. Please bear that in mind. Yeah.
Any
How I
doubts
applied
so
all of these
far?
principles.
I'm so sorry. Any doubts so
Yeah.
far? Anyone? Any questions? Any doubts? If everyone has understood so far, please give a thumbs up. Okay, great. We'll continue then. Yes.
Yeah. So when I started my startup, I wasn't just going to be a founder essentially. I just had a purpose and a few friends to begin with. So we began with a cooking workshop, as I said, pickleball event, and we went to the tribal school and we taught the children on how to be safe digitally regarding cybersecurity. Because kids these days, from even from fourth standard to fifth standard children, they've started using social media and the whole lot, even though it's not right. But yeah. Why NGOs and startups can learn from each other. This is an important point. You can say NGOs are driven by purpose, startups are driven by products. But what if you combine the both? You get a scalable and a meaningful impact. Our NGO has taught us to listen, tech gave us the tools to act it out. Any questions so far? Okay,
No, please.
next. Here's a quick action plan and a quick challenge I want you guys to
Okay, I
try
think there is a
within. Yes,
question. Zainab has raised
yes,
her hand.
yes.
Yes, please. Bhaiya, can you please repeat the first one, uh,
The
the
first one.
NGO and startup one?
This one.
Yes, please.
Right. Okay. Why NGOs and startups can learn from each other, essentially. As I said, NGOs are driven from purpose and startups are driven by products. But what if you combine the both? You get a scalable and a meaningful impact. Our NGO has taught us to listen, and the tech gave us the tools to act it out. Essentially, the tech gave us the tools to make it a reality. For example, we used Canva for our designs and etc. They're all free tools. I will give the Tribes for Good members all the links if you guys are interested. Okay, here's a quick action plan I want you guys to do within the next 2 weeks, if that's possible. Pick a local problem, anyone near your location, team up with some of your classmates or your colleagues, sketch a solution, use free tools such as Canva, Google Slides, or anything, test it with a few people, and improve. And bear in mind, this is not your homework, it's your head start to start up your own tech firm. Yeah. So, final thoughts. You don't need investors, you don't need money, you don't need a perfect code. You just need curiosity, courage, and community. Start small, think big, move fast. And that's how my startup grew, and that's how you will too. Yep. Thank you very, very much. Do you guys have any questions? Right. Thank you, ma'am.
If no one has any questions, can we discuss a few startup ideas? Yeah. Can anyone tell Rohan what kind of ideas do you have in mind? Yes, Sejal.
Yes, Sejal.
Hello. So, recently I have completed my graduation and I am about to do masters in social work because
Hmm.
there's a vision of mine that I want to establish an organization that provides counseling services, especially at municipal school. So,
Hmm.
I have been thinking about this idea since more than few years, but now like when I'm seeing you, like your page, etc., and the slide where the statement, like the text was that you don't need engineer, etc., etc., you just need courage, curiosity, and it was like a hitting point. And earlier I thought that I will need some specialist or psychologist to start this so that I can provide better services. But
Hmm.
like I'm just moved by a new perspective that I gained. So I would like to thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. And another thing I would tell you is that start as early as possible, genuinely. And I'm 16 right now. I haven't even graduated school yet. Right. So like start off early so that you get a head start so that no one beats you to your idea first. You know what I mean?
Yes, please. I totally
Yeah.
agree. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yes,
Yes,
Lucky.
lucky.
Yes, hello. Yeah, I have doubt that what is the difference between startup and so the NGO? What is the difference?
Okay.
I know.
So essentially an NGO is a non-profit business essentially. All the profits made from a particular event or a particular sale goes to an charity or an organization or in school, for example, of what I just did. We adopted a school. We're driving all the profits towards them so that they can improve their school. It's basically charity work.
And startup is our business. Like,
Yeah, tech startup is your business essentially. Yes.
thank
Mm.
Yes, Saloni.
Yes, Saloni.
Thank you. I want to ask what is the first step I should take if I want to open my startup?
The first step you should take to open your startup is call a few of your friends, talk to them about your idea. If they like it, bring them aboard and just start. Use ChatGPT. You have a lot of resources at your disposal. So like get advice from it and start as early as possible. That's what I would tell you to do.
Thank you.
Anyone else wants to share ideas that they might have? It's okay. There is no good or bad idea. We are just brainstorming onto what ideas do we have. Yes, Lucky.
Like a pani puri stall and something sari kapda ka business. Like this also a startup. Take money and think
Yes,
big and do big. This is
yes,
also a startup. Also.
Pani puri stalls are also a startup, yes, of course. But one thing I would tell you to like amplify your business more if you are going to start in pani puri stall is take advantage of social media, right? So try to develop trendy ways to make pani puri, for example. For example, make different types of the stuffing you put in the pani puri, or the different, or make the pani different colors because that attracts people, you know. Yes. Yes, Sanjana.
Uh, I want to ask that as you said now, start a startup early as possible. So why we start our startup early as possible? I want to ask why.
Why exactly is because okay, let's say for example, your idea is to make headphones. Your idea is to make transparent headphones, for example. If you keep thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, someone else will definitely beat you to that idea because someone else would have already been thinking about that idea. You know what I mean? So if you want to see the best results, you need to start as early as possible so that no one beats you to the idea first.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And if I want to start an NGO, so and I also start an NGO as soon as possible or whenever I feel like I should.
It really depends on your situation because I would recommend you to start as early as possible, get a few of your friends, share your ideas or whatever. But if you wait for longer and longer period of time, so for example, I did a cooking workshop. If I started 2 months after, someone else could have beat me to it. My idea wouldn't have been original, and I wouldn't have been able to make as much money as I did. You understand?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yes, Tapsi.
Yes, so I have two questions. First is what is the importance of MVP? And second one is how like how okay, sorry, how different, how is
You can say it in
uh,
Hindi. It's okay.
okay,
No, no, she can say it in English. She knows English. Say it
Okay.
in English. You can say it. Go on.
how is different setup setup and small business.
I don't understand your question. Can you elaborate it a bit more?
Try again,
Sorry.
Tapsi. Try again. Try explaining asking your question again. Try again.
Okay.
Try again.
Um, am I audible?
You're perfectly
Yes.
Yes.
audible. Don't worry about that. Try asking your question again. Go on.
How is um how is a startup different from a small business?
Well, is that the question? Is it?
No, that's it.
Yeah. Yes. So essentially, a startup is a small business. So there are two types of startups, as I said before. You have your NGOs and you have your profitable businesses. NGOs are non-profits, which you like drive all your earnings to an particular charity, if that makes sense. And a difference between a startup and a small business is that a startup can be either of these two. A small business is something that you make profits out of, but you don't give it to charity. You keep it for yourself. You know what I mean? It's your own hard-earned money. You have no derivative to just give it to a charity.
Okay. Uh, and my first question is what how important MVP
MVP.
MVP.
Okay, that was the part of the quick startup idea I gave you. So essentially, all of the startup ideas, including MVP, are equally as important in my opinion, because they give you the proper tools and the proper mindset to essentially grow a thriving business or a startup or an NGO.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Zaina.
Yes, please. So, Bhaiya, my question is, we are starting a startup. So, how much money we spend on our startup in beginning?
It depends. What is your startup? What is your idea?
Like clothes. Uh,
Clothing. Well, for clothing, let's see. First of all, it's extremely difficult to get land at this rate, so you would have to start online. So starting online means you would have to publish social media, and if you want to go big, you would want to publish a website at first. Websites are very, very expensive right now. Bear in mind, big websites go for upwards of even 1 lakh rupees. But there are few websites which can you can rent for like I think 500 rupees per month. So clothing business, it definitely requires an investment at first, but but if you grow an audience before you can sell a product using social media, different reels, showing off your product in any way means possible. If you are guaranteed to get your money back, I would recommend you to instantly put in your money, invest your money.
okay, Bhaiya, thank you.
Yes, Kushagra.
Yes. Hello. So I have a question like uh, actual startup or online startup, which is more profitable, please? Which one is more profitable? In
It
like I
depends on
have to
your
start.
idea.
Yes. So like I want to sell accessories like jewelries or something like that. So which is more profitable, online startup or actual startup, please?
Okay, so jewelry business, I would definitely recommend you to go the online route first because it requires a much less investment compared to putting up an actual store, you know what I mean? Which city do you live in, for example?
Mumbai.
Mumbai, yeah. Land expenses in Mumbai are crazy expensive, I heard. So like putting up actual shop is definitely not going to work. It'll backfire immediately. I just know it. So I would recommend you to use social media like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Advertise your jewelry first. Get orders. After you get orders, maybe you can, maybe if your business grows to a level or a certain point, then you can put your own store in if you have enough money for it. Yes,
Thank you.
yes, Kajal. Yeah.
Hello, am I audible too?
Yes.
I want to ask that what are some common challenge starts that startup face?
I couldn't hear you. Could you repeat that?
Yes, please. I asked that what are some common challenges that startup face?
Common challenges that startup face. So what do you want to start? What is your idea that you would like to start?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
Yes. What is your startup idea? What would you want to start in the future?
Um, some like business, like um, mm, cake shop.
Cake shop. Okay. Okay. So when you start your first cake shop, you'll be expecting, oh my God, Mike, are you good at making cakes?
No,
What? Yes.
no.
Okay. So First, that would be a first challenge. You would have to develop your skill in baking so that you are good at baking cakes. Next would be posting on social media. You would be expecting a lot of attention immediately because social media is so big right now. But it's definitely not like that. You will struggle a lot at first to get attention. You need attention for orders. So the starting few months are definitely going to be difficult. They're going to be extremely demotivating because you won't be getting as much orders as you want. You won't be making as much money back as well. So you need to power through the first couple of years or the first couple of months. Stay consistent, keep posting online, and once you get good enough income, that's why you become profitable. Good enough orders, I mean.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Mohita.
Yes. Is this people's review really important to grow a startup?
Yes, definitely. It is very much important. So, but be careful because there are a lot of people who like to mess with people nowadays. Because, for example, people might troll you saying that this is not right, that's not right. So, I would recommend you to double check if the reviews are true or not, what they're saying has an actual impact on their customer free experience. If it's actually impacting your customers, yes, definitely fix it. But you need to find out if it's a troll first. If you don't know how to figure that out for yourself, there's AI, ChatGPT. All you need to do is type it in ChatGPT. It'll give you a detailed explanation if it's actually causing your customers difficulties or not.
Oh, thank
Yes.
Yes, Payal Chavan.
Uh, Thank you, Ryan. I want to ask that assume that the business is running on stable condition, but the owner of the business want to uh, earn more profit, and because of that, he need to focus on a quality or a quantity,
What type of business is this exactly?
like spices,
I couldn't hear you. What?
spices,
Spices.
spices.
Spices. Okay. Spices, you generally sell it not online, you generally sell it offline. Am I right? So if it's going in a stable condition, I would recommend you to keep going that route until you have an amount of money which can save you from financial trouble if you're going to expand it even more. So,
Okay.
for example, if the expansion fails, you'll have no money left. So I would recommend you to secure your financial stabilities first and then expand the business.
Yes, please. Thank you for
And
clearing my doubt.
yeah, and Nishita.
Nishita, we are not able to hear you.
Yeah,
Not
still not audible.
not able to hear you. Okay, you can type out your question. In the meantime, we can get ahead with Angel.
Angel, you're not audible as well.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now.
Okay. So according to you, how much amount of money is ideal we should invest in a startup?
What startup is this, essentially?
Let's say clothing.
Clothing. It's
Yes.
difficult to say what scale do you want to produce this onto. I would recommend you to start off small, first of all. So I would recommend you to start off with no money at first. First, you need to post the designs of your clothes on Instagram and on Facebook and on Twitter. You need to advertise it. I need you to get a fan following first so that they can DM you for orders and etc. so that you can start producing. Then, if your business grows exponentially, you can very well opt for a website. Some cost 500 rupees per month, I believe. After that, if that goes on really well, you can upgrade to an app and then in physical store. You know what I mean? So there's levels. I would recommend you to go buy the levels. If you like jump from one place to another place, it might backfire really bad. So to answer your question, you require absolutely zero funds to start off.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll wind up the questions in the next 2 minutes so that we can get ahead with the next topic.
Yes, so Sangeeta,
Bhaiya, my question is, for example, I know beautician skills. I know how to dress up a hair. I know good makeup. So, how should I open this business, grow this business,
I
and how much money it
what
will take?
business is this?
Beautician.
What business is this? Beauty share. Okay.
Be- yes.
So do you do door to door or is this like a group of friends?
So currently, I'm learning. Not I'm learning. My sister is learning. So I'm asking for her.
Okay. Your sister wants to become a beautician, is it?
Yes. So she's learning. So how can
Okay.
she grow her business?
Okay. First of all, I would recommend her to like coordinate with one or two friends because this type of business, you don't need a lot of people. So I would recommend one or two people, right? So, and then after getting one or two people, you need to pull in a small piece of investments because beautician definitely needs advertisements and heavy levels of advertisements if you want to become successful, essentially. So, what I would recommend your sister to do is there are a lot of meme pages out there, essentially. Those meme pages, they take very, very little money to promote your products or your services, and they have like 1 million followers. So what I would recommend your sister to do is contact those meme pages first or Instagram pages. Ask them how much money it would take for you to promote that particular service or in product, and then go on from there.
Okay. Thank you, Bhaiya.
Yes, Vishal.
Like I'm thinking nowadays we have to start up which business will take us like to a great profit.
Hmm.
Like
You're
which
asking me
business
a
we have
business
to.
idea.
Uh,
Um, that's a very, very difficult question to answer, actually. It completely depends on you, on what you want to do. You're in college right now, right? What degree are you studying right now?
SY become.
BCom. Okay, then I would advise you to learn of first, what are your interests? What are your interests?
Like I was thinking about nowadays printing T-shirts and all that shirts are very popular. So that's I love.
You want to start that business.
Yes, we can.
Okay, we'll take that as an example. Since you're studying BCom, I think you have a very detailed understanding of business. Am I right?
Yes, yes, I have learned, but like how to start like what the first step I have to take when I have to start a business.
Very simple. For example, your clothing store. Let's take that example. So what you would want to do is first I want you to promote the absolute crap out of it on social media. Social media is everything right now. Keep promoting it, even if you don't get any fan following at first. It's going to be very difficult to do it, first of all. But if you stay consistent I'm going to be realistic. The first few months are going to be very difficult because clothing stores are extremely common. I know few people who are struggling to run one right now. They're extremely popular right now. So I would say the first 6 or 7 months are going to be extremely difficult for you. You're going to be very unmotivated. But if you stay consistent, and if you push past that margin, you will eventually start getting sales. Once you start getting sales, you'll start making profit. From there, you can expand your business, expand what and all things you're going to do. For example, if you start off with t-shirts, you can move to hoodies, caps, shoes. Is that clear?
Like
Amazing.
and like which like my like if I suppose if I'm earning and now I have to open the shop, so where my shop should be located, like in which area, in which kind of area
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Yeah, let's not think about you. Let's not even think about physical shops right now because physical shops are extremely unreliable and they require a huge amount of investment at first. Even if you're renting it, or even if you're buying the own land, or even if you have the land, and if you're putting in your own store, the decor costs a lot nowadays. So I would say start online. Start online. If you get a lot of fan following, if you get a lot of orders, then move to a physical business. But start online. Please don't start a physical location.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much, Rohan. I see there are some repeated queries. So basically, guys, summing it up for all of you because you guys are having same kind of queries, but for different startup ideas. Some have for cake shop, some have for tailoring, some have for any kind of other business idea. But you all are looking at physical shops first. So try not to look at physical investments first. Rather, Rohan over here is saying that try to look at online setup first via Instagram, via Facebook. All of those places are where you can make pages of your startups. You can promote your product, you can market it, you can gain leads, that is, people who want to buy your product, are liking your product, get those attractions, and then go ahead with placing an order for them. So this is what I'm seeing on chat box also. Most of the queries are coming up in the similar form. So try to remember this, and there will be problems in every that is given. But what Rohan is here trying to say is that in offline there are much more problems. So try not to go for that first. Rather look for an online setup first, where you can easily overcome the uh, hurdles which are faced. Yes. Yes, Rohan, do you want to add anything?
Yes, and make sure there are going to be lots of ads as well, saying that this is the best editing software, blah, blah, blah. No, there are a lot of good free ones. Please don't look for investments right away. Use the free softwares, learn first, and then if your business grows, upgrade to another one, maybe. That's it.
Great. Thank you so much, Rohan.
Yeah,
Thank you. Do
yeah.
we have Mukund here by any chance? Mukund, are you here?
Hi, hi everyone.
Hi, Mukund.
Yeah.
Great. I
Oh,
think you
oh
guys have
shit.
met Mukund, right?
Wait, just a second. Yeah,
Yeah, your voice is echoing a bit.
just a sec.
Also, guys, I can share the PPT that Rohan just showed us so that will help you guys to specifically go through the action plan slide that Rohan showed. That is very much essential for you guys. So try to go through that. I'll share the PPT with everyone. Yeah, I'll share it with Freyaz ma'am and she can forward it to you. Yeah. Okay, great. Over to you, Mukund. Thank you, Rohan. Thank you so much.
And I like to add one more thing, and I
Yes,
repeat,
please.
it will it will be difficult at first. Don't lose hope. Try to stay consistent, no matter how demotivating it can become. That's it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rohan. Hi, Mukund.
Hi. Ma'am, can you share my PPT? I'm not
I'm
able
sorry.
to. You have my PPT, right? Ready?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Just give me 1 minute. In the meantime, if you're able to switch on your camera, that'll be great.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for waiting. We'll be starting with another topic, which is also with essential for the startup bit, which will get going the financial part of startup. So I'm just gonna share my screen. Just let me know if you're able to see. Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Great.
Yes.
Over to you, Mukund.
Yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Mukund. I hope you all are doing good. So today I will be beginning with the topic financial literacy. So can you go to the next slide? So yeah, stock market. So I would like to ask you if you have any idea about stock market, like anything you want to share about it. Anyone? Okay. So
Yes, Durgeshwari. The people who are raising hands basically
yeah,
are willing to answer. Yeah.
yeah, anyone, Kushagra,
So like
Saloni. Yeah.
yes, so but stock market, I remember it's like you buy shares of a company, and once the company gets the profit and grows, then you get the returns. So the usually returns are higher. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I know about stock market.
yeah. That's pretty much of it. Yeah. Anyone else? Nishita?
Kushagra? Yeah, sorry. Please go ahead, Mukund.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you're not audible, Nishita.
What about Saloni?
I'm audible.
Yeah.
Uh, I think stock market is a setup of exchange where uh, like companies issue shares and other securities for lending.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Hello,
Kushagra? Yeah, yeah.
uh, am I audible?
You are, but your voice is kind of breaking.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Anyone else?
Yes.
Kushagra, do you want to continue?
yes, please. So I think we can buy share in a bulk, and we could, when the company, we could buy share of a company, and we could wait when the company is getting profit. So we could sell then, and we could get a very high amount of interest from that. So stock is helpful in that way, please.
Yeah,
I think
you're right.
so.
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. Lucky. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Stock market is generally like some listed company can list their stock in stock exchange, stock market, and some general people can buy stock and at a proper time, at a profit time, they can sell their company's property stock, and they can make profit for them, and they take return. This is-
And that's right. I think you all have a great idea about stock market. So I would like to start with it. So basically, the stock market is like a big digital marketplace where people buy and sell shares which are small pieces of ownership in companies. So when someone buys a share, they own a tiny part of the company. For example, if the company does well, the value of the share can go up, and people can earn money from it. And if the company does not do well, the value of the share goes down, and hence people invest in the stock market to try to grow their money, basically over time. Um, can you go to the next slide? Yeah. So why do people invest in stock market? I think everyone comes up with this thought once in a time that why do people even invest in stock market? I would like to give you two reasons for it. Firstly, to grow their money, which is very essential. and to earn dividends. So to grow their money, the price of a stock can go up over time if the company performs well or becomes more valuable. And if you buy a stock at a lower price and later sell it at a higher price, you make a profit. This is called capital gain, and it's one way people grow their money by investing. And secondly, to earn dividends, like some companies make a profit and choose to share part of that profit with the people who own their shares. This payment is called dividend, and it's like getting small reward just for owning a little part of that company. Are you guys clear with it?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So how does a stock market work? So firstly, you use an online broker app like Robinhood, Fidelity, or E-Trade to open an account. Once you add money to your account, you can search for a company and choose to buy its stock, which means you're buying a small piece of the company. And one more thing I would like to add is that the price of a stock changes constantly. It goes up or down based on the things like how many people want to buy it or sell it, and how much profit the company is making, or even just investor excitement or rumors can change the value of the stock. So your investment's value can rise or fall every day. Like it's not a constant. Like the value is not that constant. Um, yeah, just a second. So I have a few questions for you, which I would like to ask regarding this topic. So question one is, where do people buy stocks? Anyone?
Can you repeat, please?
Sorry.
Yes, Dillar.
Yes. People buy from the stockbrokers. In India, there is Angel One, Upstocks, and many Grow apps, and also the banks also hold the demat account. Means they provide the demat facility. The people open the account in them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, from basically from brokers, and online apps also works. Yeah. Anyway, that was pretty much the answer. If anyone else want to add something, Sanjana.
As Dildar Bhaiya said, I think we can buy stock from apps, online platforms.
Yeah, that's right. Krishna and Rajveer.
Yes, from Zerodha.
Yeah, that's in India. Yeah, it's Zerodha. The second question is, why do you think people buy stocks? Like, what's the reason behind it? Yeah, Krishna and Rajveer.
Stocks, we when we buy share, it we are in comparison we can go for owner, and in it's a kind of investment which grows in time.
Yeah, right. That's right. Zainab.
Yes, they like they buy a stock and they earn interest, and yes.
Yeah, that's right. Angel.
Mm, I believe we buy stocks because we want to invest our money and grow our money without our working on it. Like our money works to grow our money.
Yeah. So the next question, the last question, how do stock prices change over time?
Can you please repeat the question?
Sorry. Oh yeah. How do stock prices change?
As market value change.
Yeah, right. That's right. Anything else you want to add? That was half right, actually.
Payal?
Thank you. It's depends upon demand and supply.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Kushagra?
Actually, they have to change the price of the stocks as the number of people started buying the stocks. So that's the reason.
Mm. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty clear with it. Um, Ma'am, can you go to the next slide? The banking slide.
Is this correct?
No, the fifth slide, banking.
Okay. Are you able to see how it works screen, correct?
Yes, correct. So, since you all have already learned how to make money, the next most pivotal topic is banking. So, banking is how people safely store, send, save, and manage their money using banks or financial apps. And basically, a bank keeps your money safe so you don't have to carry cash everywhere. They also help you save by offering some amount of interest, a small amount of extra money they give you for keeping your money with them. You can also send or receive, pay bills, and use debit cards to shop or withdraw cash, all without needing a physical money all the time. It makes managing your money easier and more secure. Uh, yeah. Um, so the second, yeah. So checking versus saving accounts. A checking account, I just want to give you a brief explanation about it. A checking account is meant for daily usage. It's where you keep the money you need for regular spending, like buying food, paying for subscriptions, or shopping, or like etc. Like anything. And you can use a debit card linked to it or pay bills directly from it. There's usually no limit on how often you use it. And on the other hand, a saving account is for money where you want to set aside for later, like for emergencies, a trip, or future goals. It's not for everyday spending, and the best part is that it earns interest, which means the bank pays you a little extra money just for keeping it, like we discussed this previously. And the next part is using a debit card and mobile banking. So a debit card, everyone knows that it is a digital card linked to your checking account. When you use it to buy something online or in stores, the money comes straight out of your bank account. It's like you're spending only what you already have. So there's no borrowing involved like with a credit card. And mobile banking apps make managing your money super easy right from your phone. And you can check your account balance, see recent transactions, transfer money to friends or between accounts, and pay bills anytime, anywhere. And the last slide, which is the most crucial slide, why saving early matters. We always talk about time is equal to more money, time is equal to more money. So the sooner you set money aside, the longer it has to grow, through compound interest, basically. And even small deposits left alone can turn into much bigger balance over months and years. And spend smarter and set goals. When you make saving a habit, you naturally become more aware of where your money goes. And the money in the bank is equal to control over your future. So when you have money saved up, you're not stuck depending on others or stressing over every expense, and it gives you a sort of freedom and flexibility. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Is
Thank you.
everyone understanding so far? Like, has everyone understood? Any
Yes,
doubts, any questions? Durgeshwari, question?
Yes, please. So I have question regarding stock market. So usually, what is the ideal way of investing in stock market? So there are a lot of places where they say you should start from index investments and everything. So what do you suggest us to if we want to invest in stock market? How do we start?
Uh, do you mean with virtual money or real money?
Virtual money. Virtual money.
Virtual.
Virtual in the
So
sense, yes.
yeah, so if you're talking about, if you already have the basic idea about stock market, I would really recommend you to use this app called Investopedia, not an app, it's a website. Investopedia, it's really helpful for a beginner, and it's really helpful. I would suggest you to use it. And I think every beginner nowadays start from there, Investopedia. So yeah, anyone else? Yes, Payal? Did that work, Durgeshwari?
Yes, please. Yes. Thank you so much.
Sorry,
Payal?
welcome.
Thank you. My question is about stock market. The company gives the dividend or value of the share to the shareholder.
Sorry, can you repeat?
The company, what company gives to a shareholder, dividend or a value of a share.
It
When
basically,
company when company get profit.
okay, so okay, I'll like to explain that a bit. So when a company gets a profit, basically any profit, so it gives a small that same profit is shared with the person, whoever is a small part of the company, who invest in that company, who invested that, you know. So that profit is shared, you know, with that same person who invested in that particular company. Was that
Is
clear?
it clear?
Okay, thank you. I want to know that it is dividend or they increase the value of share.
Sorry, increase the value of share. What do you mean by that?
Yes, I hear that when the company gets profit, shareholder gets sometimes some company gives them value of share or increase their value of share or give them dividend.
Yes. Her voice is not audible.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are just broken in the
Am I
middle.
audible?
Yeah.
Uh, I yesterday I learned that in my class. The company sometimes gives equity shareholder dividend.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Mhm.
value. They increase the value of share, not a not. They didn't give them dividend.
Dividend. So sorry, I'm so confused in your question.
Do you want to
Okay,
type?
it's okay.
Yeah.
Payal, when you buy a house, and you sell the house, you get the value of that house, correct? Whatever that house is worth at that time, correct? Payal?
Yes, please.
Yes. When you buy a stock and you sell the stock, you get the value of what that stock is worth at the time. Correct, Mukund?
Yes.
Correct? So
Right.
when you buy a stock, say you buy it for 10 rupees per share. That means per unit that they're selling it at. Now, when you sell it, it may be worth 20 rupees per share. It may be worth 5 rupees per share. But when you sell it, you get what it's worth. Mukund, if I'm saying something wrong, you're the expert. Correct me, okay?
Absolutely correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So that is the worth, that is the value of the stock. Are you clear about that, sweetheart? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Thank you.
dividend is sometimes, not all stocks, not all equity shares, but sometimes, depending on what you're invested in, when the company has some level of profit, they may issue a dividend. They will give you a little piece of that profit.
that is your dividend. Okay, so now that's up to the company, how they're structured in the stock market, so on and so forth. So they may give you a little part of their profit, and that is called dividend. One is what you buy and what you sell. That's the value. The second is the profit the company decides to share with its shareholders. Do you understand the difference?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
But that's not your question. I can see it in your eyes. Your question is still something more. What's your question?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. That's it.
That's the question? Mukund, am I correct?
Yes, please.
Yes, you're correct. You're correct.
I'm
Even I don't.
correct.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Gina, is this a good stopping point for today?
Yes, yes, yes. I think we're
Okay.
done. Mukund, are we done, right?
Yeah, yeah, we're done. Absolutely done.
Is there any? I'll just for yeah. This is the
Oh,
last
wow.
slide. So we're just taking questions. That was the only thing we were doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
think
we are done with the
I think
content part.
Tapsi has a question. I think Tapsi has a question.
Yeah.
Yes. What is the difference between trading and investing?
Okay, that's a great question. Trading and investing. So basically, trading is it's sort of the same questions, sort of the same things. So basically, I'll get back to you on that question. I don't have an answer for that right now.
Okay. I think we need some examples to explain them. That is what Mukund meant. Mukund, are you here with us? Or is it my network?
Sorry?
Mukund, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, great. I think we have clarified all the questions on chat box. Okay, great. Any other questions, guys? If there are no questions, then we can end the session. If there are any questions, you can let us know.
Jinal, can I take just 15 minutes so we can discuss with
Yes.
them what you, Mandeep, and I discussed yesterday?
Definitely.
Thanks, Jinal. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mukund, you did such a great job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I can't see you, but thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. It was great. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Prayas, bye-bye.
Bye, darling. All right, Topsy, where are you? Difference between trading and investing. Between trading and investing. My good friend ChatGPT helped me out. Trading is when you buy and sell for short-term profit. Jaldi, jaldi. Abhi, I bought it on Monday, I sold it a month from now. Buying and selling quickly for short-term profit. And investing is when you keep it for long-term so that you get long-term growth.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, sometimes we don't know all the answers, and it's okay to look up the answers, right? And it's okay to ask the questions, and it's okay to Google the answers. I didn't know the answer to the question, and I've done investing, so I just looked it up. So sometimes it's okay to look up questions, right? Good job, Tapsi. Thanks for asking the question. Sanjana, what's your question, sweetheart?
Actually, I don't have question. Actually, I want to give the answer of Tapsi's question. I knew the answer.
You knew the answer. Okay. Tell me the answer.
So trading is Like when you buy something, buy a stock and sell it when the price is high. And investing is like you said, we buy stock and hold up very long time.
Correct, right? So Tapsi, if we listen to Sanjana and we look at the basic definition that ChatGPT just told me, so what Sanjana is saying that trading, you buy it because you know in a month kuch na kuch is going to happen, and then when you sell it, you'll make a profit. So short term ke liye, you'll make a higher gain. And investing is when you stay in it for the long term. Well done, Sanjana. Thank you so much. Abdul, what's up? I can't hear you, my love. You want to put it in the chat for me? There you are. Go ahead.
And can I go? Can I leave because my classes timing is 7 p.m.
Yes, yes, you may leave. Thank you so much. Whoever needs to leave, nobody needs to ask. Just go on and leave. All right. Do what you need to do and be responsible with your responsibilities. So whoever needs to leave, please go ahead and go. Zainab.
Yes, please, ma'am. I have question. There is any age limit to buy a stock?
I don't know the answer to that. So Zainab, why don't you research that and put it on the group and let us know? Will you do that?
Okay, ma'am. Yes,
Lovely.
please.
Amazing. Krishna or Rajveer?
Yes, ma'am. So my question is, does dividend actually impact the profit value of shares on per year if company is giving dividend? Does it impact?
No. Oh, not so. This is the way I understand it. Okay, Krishna? If the company has earned a profit, they have the option of sharing that profit with its shareholders. That is the dividend. Now, of course, if the company declares a profit, their share value is going to go up. So whoever buys the shares at that point will buy at a higher value. When I buy a share, I give the company more money, right, to do more work. So technically, if the company is healthy, if the company is sound, when they're issuing dividends, more people are going to want to buy it. When more people want to buy it, that the price of that, because of supply and demand, the price of that share is going to go up. The more money is, the more cash inflow is going to come into the company, which means they're going to be able to spend on projects, they're going to be able to spend on employees, and hopefully earn more of a profit, which again makes them pay out a dividend, which again makes people want to buy the stock more, right? So technically, paying out dividends can increase a company's profitability, but it's not necessary. Make sense, Krishna?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
Perfect. Kajal, my darling, I
Hello.
can't hear you. Try again.
My question is, how do I choose which stock to invest in?
That's a very good question. And Kajal, there's a lot of calculation and science that goes into it. For me personally, I choose to work with a wealth manager. I choose to work with someone who understands what the stock market does, and he guides me. Here, we're going to put your money here, or we're going to do this, because I'm not an expert at it, right? So then I go to somebody I trust who's an expert at it, and then they guide me. Right?
Thank you.
Most welcome. Payal.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, my question about CS.
Your question about CS. Yes. Payal, I don't think right now, I think your focus should be on clearing the HSC exam at the highest, with the highest score you can. So I would not distract myself with anything else right now. Once you clear your HSC with the score that you cleared the HSC, you can do CS along with first year college or whatever you decide to do. But I would focus on HSC because the minimum qualification to get a decent job that will pay you something is HSC. Even to get a paid internship is good HSC. So my advice to you would be focus on scoring well in your HSC. Avoid any distractions at the moment.
Yes, ma'am. After telling you my told you my question to you, I searched about that and I got that I need hall ticket for registration.
You need what for
Admit card.
registration?
Admit card. Other hall ticket, which we
Yes,
got for
first of
exam
all,
hall.
can you position your camera so I can see your face and read your lips if I can't hear you? Yes. Go ahead. Say that again.
I researched that and I got to know that I have to give them my hall ticket.
Right. So I would say focus on HSC and then we'll worry about CS.
Thank you.
Okay, most welcome. Sweetie, Jasmine, Danish, and then I have to tell you what we want to do with this STEM class. So Farafat. Yes, Sweetie. No Abaz. No Abaz. Can you put it in the chat, love? Jasmine, go.
Yes, please. How do investors make money from stocks?
Okay. If I buy a house and I buy the house for 50 lakhs, now I'm an investor. I bought the house for 50 lakhs. Now I sell the house in 7 years. The house is worth 60 lakhs. I made money. I made 10 lakhs. Same concept of investor in share market. I buy certain number of shares for a particular price. I keep them. And then after a certain amount of time, when I sell them, I sell them when the price is high. So I make money. Invest. Invest is lamba for long haul, because when you decide to invest, the stock market is going to go up, the stock market is going to come down, the stock market is going to stay at the same level. But if you do in, out, in, out, in, out, you won't make the kind of money you need to make. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Most welcome. Danish.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I just wanted to ask you that I have always heard that today, like 10 a.m. in the morning, the market is at a X price, and in the evening, the market has fallen down. Also, like in one day, how does this fluctuation occurs? Like, is it because of trading or investment or something else?
Supply and demand. Supply and demand.
Okay.
For example, and it doesn't change just from beginning of the day to the end of the day. Sometimes it can change in 5 minutes, right? So imagine this. Imagine I have 50 shares of Airtel. You have no shares of Airtel, and Mohita has another 100 shares of Airtel. Okay. And total shares Airtel has 150. That means until Mohita or Riyaz sell, Danish cannot buy. You with me so far? So the company has decided only to give 50 shares of its business. ये मेरा math थोड़ा कच्चा है, तो I use small numbers, okay? So now Airtel is showing a profit consistently. Mohita has had some problem and she needs to sell her shares, or she wants to sell her shares. So now Airtel is continually showing a profit. Mohita says, okay, I'm going to sell 20 shares. Now Danish sees, hey, Airtel is going up. Mohita is selling the shares. There are limited shares of Airtel. And Airtel says, okay, if you're putting these 20 shares up and now the value is 60 rupees per share, Danish is like, I don't mind. I'll buy at 60 rupees. So do you understand? And Danish says, I'll buy, but it's not just Danish. Kushagra is also saying it. Dildar is also saying it. Khushi is also saying it. So now Airtel has determined the demand for those 20 shares is this much more. Do you understand what I'm saying? Similarly, now let's look at an electricity supply company. Right now, just now, gas prices are going up like crazy because of all these wars. So what is happening to their stock price? It is just climbing and climbing and climbing. but there's fear about a war, more wars. So other prices are falling because now people don't want to buy. They want to save all their money because they don't know what is going to happen in an emergency. So the total value of the stock market is going down. Supply demand can happen in minutes. So usually when a country is in crisis, full crisis, the politician, the prime minister, the president decides to shut down trading. They say no more trading for today. Because if they keep trading, the economy will collapse. So everybody has to hold till the market opens again. Do you understand? And what we say when you invest in the market is you got to be prepared for the downs. If you're not prepared for the downs and you're not prepared for the risk, then don't invest in the market. Because to get the kind of return you need from the stock market, like crores of rupees of return from the stock market, you need to stay in it 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Then by the time you're old, don't want to work anymore, now your itna should have become itna. Understanding, Danish?
Yes, ma'am.
That is why fake news matters. If somebody starts spreading fake news, people panic, people sell. People sell, economy goes down. Similarly, people give wrong news about a company. And then people say, oh, I want to buy. So they inflate the cost of the stock, of the share. Inflate means galat tarike se price ko dimag mein badhate hain. And then the company takes that advantage and says, oh, our stock price is inflated. Let's sell it at that. But then when you go to sell the stock, it's actually worth only this much. You got to be careful with which news you're listening to, what news you're spreading, because unknowingly, you may be causing a ripple effect you don't intend to cause. Good, Danish? Lovely. Mohita.
Ma'am, is that current effect really that current affairs really affect the stock market like right now is that Israel war, so it war really affect the stock market?
100%, sweetheart. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So right now, value of companies producing airplanes, producing bombs, producing uranium, all those shares are going to go up, right? Because they see that in the economy, they're going to need those things. So the companies producing those things, the demand is going up. So the share value will go up. But other products might go down. Fuel, petrol. You must have noticed in Bombay also, petrol cost has gone up. Petrol cost has gone up across the world because the countries that provide the petrol are under attack. So but the demand hasn't stopped. We all still need petrol, but the supply is less. So now they want to control who can get it. Again, now that affects who? The poor. That's a whole different conversation. But this is how it works. You understand that, Mohita? मैं जल्दी जल्दी बोल रही हूँ, पता है मुझे.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, sweetie, did you put your question in the chat, love? Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
please, ma'am.
If I buy 36 share of Wipro, is it good or not? I am not a financial expert. It's illegal to give stock advice and what you should buy and what you should not buy. So I don't know. Check with your financial advisor, do your own research. And I'm not your financial banker, planner, stock person. So no answer, sweetie. Oh, that took a lot. All right, listen. Y'all are learning some amazing stuff. This Tribes for Good kids are teaching y'all some life-changing stuff. And those of you who are taking advantage of it, I know your lives are going to improve in ways you can't even imagine just now. And those of you who aren't, y'all are not. I can't do anything about it. All right. I have a question for you, please. I had a meeting yesterday with Tribes for Good. We're trying to do a lot more with all of you, more so when I come back. Right now, we're going to manage online. But if they want to add one more class, that means 3 classes a week. Is that a yes or a no or a ma'am, please, no, cannot do any more than I'm doing right now? Please be honest. Nobody wants to answer me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
It will be because
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
Yes.
thank you for the yeses. Who is concerned? Who wants to say no, ma'am, I can't do one more class? Be honest, be honest, be honest, be honest. Thank you, Rukmini. Talk to me.
Yes, please. Like I have classes from 7:30 onwards every single day, and before that I have to revise because of life test. So it is becoming little challenging for me to. So one more class will be difficult for me, please.
So Rukmini, thank you so much, darling. So Rukmini, you're not going to continue in the offline classes anyway, right? That's what you
Yes,
sent me, correct? So for you, attend as and when
yes,
you can,
ma'am.
because it's not, your attendance is
Okay.
not going to be depend on you continuing offline. So for you, you attend as and when you can.
So, ma'am, whenever I am able to attend, can I make? So, is it
Yeah.
for? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you,
So
ma'am.
I'm going to remove you from the list technically. So I'm
Okay.
not going to count your attendance. So
Yeah,
because
okay.
we're not taking you in the offline class anyway,
Okay.
right?
Okay, ma'am. Yes, please.
Okay. You good with that?
Yes, please.
Okay, lovely. Nishita. Can't hear you and that makes me so sad.
Hello, I'm
Yes,
audible,
now I can
please.
hear you. Yeah, go ahead.
Currently, I'm working, so it's like I can give the time 6 to 7, but offline it might be difficult for me.
Right. So I know for a fact you, Durgeshwari, Rukmini, y'all might not be able to do the offline. So come online as and when you can, but I won't take you into offline. So that means that उन लोग को जो other advantages मिलेंगे, आप लोग को नहीं मिलेंगे. But come to the online classes as and when you can. Yeah. Okay, Payal. She went away.
Is it,
Oh, there she is. Huh.
ma'am, is it online or offline?
I
Class
am
is
not.
online or offline, please.
I am not answering that question. After 2 months, you better know what I'm talking about. Now you talk to your friends, figure out the answer, and let me know. No, ma'am. You want to be a leader and you're asking me online or offline? Where do you think I'm adding the class? Online or offline?
Online.
All right, then. Look, you're so smart. You already know the answer.
Ma'am, because after college started, the sawmill classes has started evening classes.
Yeah,
That's why
that
we
will
can't.
work out the offline. We'll either do it a Saturday or Sunday, or we'll work out the offline class. It'll be only once a week, the offline class. We'll work out with all of you based on your schedule. Don't worry about that. Right now का question है, मैं एक और online class add करूंगी तो आप लोग आओगे या नहीं, वो पूछ रही हूँ मैं. Tapsi is like yes, Sanya is yes. Okay, I'm putting a Sejal, are you still here? Yes. Will you put a poll on the STEM group and then y'all vote on that poll because I don't know, हिचकिचा रहे हैं सब लोग for some reason. All right, and then based on the poll, if y'all say yes, then we'll do it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 3 days. All right. But I'm telling y'all, ये level up जो level 2 से जो level up होने वाला है, y'all, आप लोग को ये मौका मिला ही नहीं है. That much I can tell you. Even we at KurNiv have not given you all that sort of opportunity. You all are going to create business plans, present business plans, get exposure to CEOs and business owners. You all are going to, I mean, it's going to be a different level of anything KurNiv has done, anything. And other partnerships are also coming our way. नजर नहीं डालना है तो कम बोलना है मुझे. All right. So it's a जो यहाँ कभी मैंने सपना देखा था, that I feel is now coming into place. And I'm being careful of what I say. तो बाहर से कुछ कचरा ना डाले कोई भी इसके ऊपर. But don't miss the opportunity is what I would suggest to you is I wish we could have given so many kids this opportunity, but tab nahi tha, ab hai. Okay? Don't miss it. And those of you who are not talking, please start talking. You can see they are noticing. All right? Okay. I just need whoever's helping with social media, if you can stay back, everyone else, you're welcome to hop off, please. If you're helping with social media, you want to listen to what to help with social media, stay. Otherwise, you're welcome to leave. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome, sweetheart.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you. Most welcome. I love you too, Nishita.
Thank you, ma'am. Love you. Bye bye.
I love you, Taapsee. All right, social media. We need to do a few things. I'm gonna pause the recording. एक minute. अभी recording को क्या करना? हाँ, इधर. Do I want to stop? Yes.